But first, we want to take you to our leading report tonight. And that is on our maiden episode of Inside Source. Tonight, we're going deeper into Kenya's fight against cancer to reveal why the government strategy is failing cancer patients across the country. Here is Francis Ontomwa with an exclusive report.
Dedicated towards raising awareness about cancer. And here in Kenya, patients are increasingly getting frustrated from long queues to expensive treatment. And that is the reason why in our first episode of the Inside Source, we take you right into the heart of the matter. At the Nairobi Radiotherapy and Cancer Center in Hurlingham, Amina Ibrahim is racing against time. It is mid-morning and she is running late for a doctor's appointment. April 2014, Amina was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, a cancer of the lymphatic system.
It was Hodgkin's stage 4. Where my lungs were dysfunctional, my liver was dysfunctional, my kidney was dysfunctional, my blood levels were at 4 then, I remember. I remember my doctor telling me, Amina, you know, when you came first in my office, ni venye tu singeza kukwambia it's a hopeless case.
Every year, at least 27,000 people die from cancer in Kenya. 40,000 cases are recorded annually. It is not unknown that treating cancer is extremely expensive, making cancer services for poor patients unreachable.
Apparently, we didn't have 74,000 for one session of chemo, and some medication was like almost 5,000 and above, vitu kama hizo. So nikarudi home, nikakaa for almost 3 months without medication.
The long-term solution to tackling cancer was envisioned a few years ago when the Kenyan Parliament enacted the National Cancer Control and Prevention Act 2012. The law, among other things, creating a semi-autonomous body, the National Cancer Institute, created to spearhead research, diagnosis, and treatment of cancer.
We have an NCI, National Cancer Institute, in Kenya, which is not funded, or rather underfunded. And yet it's supposed to be it's mandated to be the one that's guiding policy and also guiding policy implementation in cancer control in Kenya.
5 years since the bill was passed, the National Cancer Institute remains with only one employee, seconded from the Ministry of Health. It has no physical office and no other staff. When we requested an interview with the Ministry of Health on the increasing cancer cases, Dr. Alfred Karagu was seconded to us. Dr. Karagu serves as the Deputy Director at the Department of Non-Communicable Diseases at Afya House. He's also the acting CEO of the National Cancer Institute. Our findings from Treasury indicate that this institute, the national body meant to offer a national strategy and research to fighting cancer, receives a paltry 10 million shillings annually.
Currently, the institute is hosted within the Division of Non-Communicable Diseases, but ideally, the institute should actually be sort of a semi-autonomous body, just like the way you have a KEMRI as a semi-autonomous agency, you know, NHIF and so forth.
One of the priority areas that the Cancer Institute was to offer solutions on is the human capacity for cancer treatment in Kenya. Currently, there are only 23 oncologists and 6 cancer centers, all located in Nairobi, to serve the entire country's population.
Even when they're operating at 100% capacity, you find that that will not dent the workload that still remains to be done.
Kenya's largest referral facility, Kenyatta National Hospital, is the only public cancer center in the country, but it has only 3 functioning radiotherapy machines. Each has a capacity to handle between 60 to 80 patients a day. The overworking often leads to mechanical breakdowns of the machines. Our sources at the radiotherapy department say sometimes the machines can be down for at least 1 week, leaving up to 1,500 patients without treatment.
The issue with these machines is the technological support in terms of servicing them can be a challenge, because if you have been given a machine on donation, there's no contract to service the same machine, whereby if probably you had bought it, your seller would have given you a service contract. And so we might be struggling with expertise has to be flown in maybe to fix one very small thing which nobody knows how to fix.
In 2015, The Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital secured funding to set up a new cancer treatment center at the hospital grounds. The only caveat on the deal was that the national government will purchase and equip the new hospital wing with a radiology machine. 3 years later, the bunker, specially built to accommodate the radiotherapy machine, remains a gaping hole.
If you are diagnosed with cancer at stage 1, we are talking about cure. But if you're seen in April in County X, and then by the time you come to Nairobi, it is 2 years down the line, it will be at stage 4.
My government has dedicated sufficient resources to ensure that Kenyans access modern, effective, and high-quality treatment in their counties.
But the president has done little to follow through. A World Bank feasibility study indicates that the establishment of a functioning cancer screening and treatment center can cost between 1.5 to 2 billion shillings. But just last year, Afya House was embroiled in a massive scandal implicating top government officials and the president's own kin. No prosecution followed, and to date, no answers have been given yet. The lost 5 billion will have funded at least 2 state-of-the-art cancer treatment centers.
People coming from Western wanakuja Nairobi for cancer treatment. People coming from Meru coming to Nairobi for cancer treatment. From Mombasa coming to Nairobi for cancer treatment. So unapata Nairobi kuna congestion ya wale watu wanakuja kutibiwa. In a purely capitalistic economy where wastages are the order of the day and the appetite for material wealth goading theft from public coffers, the hope for cancer survivors and patients such as Amina and others keep fading away, and their future shrouded in misery. Francis Ontomwa, KTN News, the Inside Source.